Remote viewing is a fascinating phenomenon that challenges conventional understanding of perception and cognition. It involves the ability to perceive or see distant or unseen targets using extrasensory perception, ESP, or the mind's eye. Unlike traditional methods of observation, remote viewing bypasses physical limitations and taps into the deeper potential of the human mind. In this exploration, we delve into the intricacies of remote viewing, its historical context, methodologies, implications, and philosophical underpinnings. The origins of remote viewing can be traced back to ancient civilizations where mystics, seers, and shamans claimed to possess the ability to perceive information beyond the scope of ordinary sensory perception. Practices such as scrying, divination, and astral projection were employed as methods to access hidden knowledge or distant events. These practices were often intertwined with spiritual and religious beliefs, with practitioners acting as intermediaries between the physical world and the realm of the unseen. In ancient cultures across the globe, from the Oracle of Delphi and ancient Greece to the seers of the indigenous tribes, there are accounts of individuals purportedly possessing clairvoyant abilities. These individuals were revered for their supposed ability to communicate with spirits, foresee future events, or locate lost objects. However, it was not until the modern era, particularly during the Cold War, that remote viewing gained significant attention from scientific and governmental institutions. The CIA's Stargate project, initiated in the 1970s, was part of a broader effort to explore unconventional methods for gathering intelligence. Motivated by fears of Soviet psychic research and espionage, the Stargate project aimed to investigate the potential military applications of remote viewing. Under the Stargate project, researchers such as Hal Puthoff and Russell Targ at the Stanford Research Institute, SRI, conducted controlled experiments to assess the validity of remote viewing. Despite initial skepticism and reluctance within the scientific community, declassified documents and testimonies from former intelligence officers suggest that remote viewing experiments yielded intriguing results. According to these accounts, remote viewers were able to provide accurate descriptions and details of remote targets, including geographical locations, secret facilities, and even activities within closed rooms. The consistency and specificity of some of these remote viewing sessions reportedly exceeded chance probabilities, leading some to speculate about the existence of genuine psychic phenomena. The Stargate project was eventually terminated in 1995 amidst controversy and debate over the reliability and utility of remote viewing in intelligence gathering. While some researchers dismissed remote viewing as pseudoscience or wishful thinking, others argued that the phenomenon warranted further investigation and study. The historical context of remote viewing underscores its evolution from ancient mystical practices to modern scientific inquiry. It highlights humanity's enduring fascination with the possibility of transcending ordinary perception and accessing hidden dimensions of reality. Despite the controversies and uncertainties surrounding remote viewing, its legacy continues to inspire curiosity and intrigue in the realms of psychology, parapsychology, and consciousness studies. Remote viewing typically follows a structured protocol to facilitate the transfer of information from the target to the viewer's mind. One common method is the Coordinate Remote Viewing (CRV) protocol, developed by Stanford Research Institute (SRI) researchers such as Hal Puthoff and Russell Targ. CRV involves a series of steps, including target definition, ideogram formation, sensory impressions, and sketching, aimed at minimizing analytical interference and maximizing intuitive perception. Another approach, known as Associative Remote Viewing (ARV), incorporates elements of quantum physics and probability theory. It involves associating target images with specific outcomes, such as sports events or financial markets, and then observing whether remote viewers can accurately predict those outcomes. The phenomenon of remote viewing raises profound questions about the nature of consciousness, reality, and the mind-body relationship. Philosophers throughout history have grappled with similar inquiries, offering insights that resonate with the concept of remote viewing. René Descartes, the French philosopher and mathematician, famously asserted the dualistic notion of mind-body separation. Descartes' ideas laid the groundwork for conceiving the mind as a distinct entity capable of independent perception, aligning with the notion that remote viewing operates beyond the constraints of the physical body. Immanuel Kant, on the other hand, proposed the idea of transcendental idealism, suggesting that our perception of reality is shaped by the inherent structures of the mind. From a Kantian perspective, remote viewing could be interpreted as a manifestation of the mind's ability to transcend spatial and temporal boundaries, accessing information beyond sensory experience. Remote viewing has profound implications that extend beyond mere curiosity, reaching into various academic disciplines and challenging established paradigms. Let's delve deeper into these implications across psychology, parapsychology, and quantum mechanics. Remote viewing challenges conventional theories of perception and cognition by suggesting that individuals can access information beyond their ordinary sensory faculties. This challenges the traditional understanding of how the mind processes and interprets information from the external world. Psychologically, remote viewing prompts researchers to question the boundaries of consciousness and the nature of human perception. It raises fundamental questions about the relationship between the mind and reality, sparking inquiries into altered states of consciousness, intuition, and the unconscious mind. From a psychological perspective, remote viewing also opens avenues for exploring the mechanisms underlying intuitive perception and nonlinear information processing. Researchers are interested in understanding how individuals can bypass analytical reasoning and access information through direct perception. This has implications for fields such as decision-making, problem-solving, and creativity, where intuitive insights play a crucial role. Philosophers such as Carl Jung and William James have explored the depths of the human psyche, suggesting that consciousness extends beyond the confines of individual perception. Jung's concept of the collective unconscious and James' notion of the stream of consciousness offer frameworks for understanding the expanded potential of the mind, which resonates with the phenomenon of remote viewing. Remote viewing serves as a focal point for parapsychological inquiry, offering a window into the realm of psi-phenomena and non-local consciousness. Parapsychologists are intrigued by the apparent ability of remote viewers to access information that transcends spatial and temporal limitations, suggesting a form of extrasensory perception, ESP. By studying remote viewing, researchers aim to elucidate the mechanisms underlying psi abilities and the nature of consciousness itself. The study of remote viewing also intersects with investigations into telepathy, clairvoyance, and psychokinesis, forming a broader exploration of non-ordinary modes of perception and interaction. Parapsychologists seek to develop rigorous experimental protocols to validate and understand these phenomena, challenging skeptics and skeptics alike to reconsider their assumptions about the nature of reality. Philosophers such as Arthur Schopenhauer and Henri Bergson have contemplated the interconnectedness of all existence, suggesting that consciousness transcends individual minds and extends into a unified field of awareness. This philosophical perspective aligns with the notion of non-local consciousness inherent in remote viewing research, hinting at a deeper unity underlying the diversity of human experience. In the realm of quantum mechanics, remote viewing intersects with discussions about the observer effect and the role of consciousness in shaping reality. Quantum physicists have long debated the nature of reality and the relationship between the observer and the observed. Some theorists propose that remote viewing phenomena may be explained within the framework of quantum entanglement or non-locality, where information is exchanged instantaneously across vast distances. The phenomenon of remote viewing challenges the classical view of an objective, observer-independent reality, suggesting instead that consciousness plays a participatory role in the creation and interpretation of reality. This aligns with the principles of quantum mechanics, where the act of observation collapses the wave function and determines the outcome of a quantum experiment. Philosophers such as Niels Bohr and Werner Heisenberg have grappled with the implications of quantum mechanics for our understanding of reality, proposing that the observer is an integral part of the observed phenomenon. This philosophical perspective resonates with the notion that consciousness may play a fundamental role in shaping the universe, opening new avenues for exploring the mysteries of existence. Remote viewing challenges conventional notions of perception and cognition, offering a tantalizing glimpse into the untapped potential of the human mind. Whether viewed through a scientific, philosophical, or metaphysical lens, it invites us to reconsider the boundaries of reality and the nature of consciousness. As research into remote viewing continues to evolve, it promises to unveil new insights into the mysteries of the mind and its capacity to perceive beyond the physical realm.